Food for thought by Pastor Derrick. The term church or ecclesia, the congregation? Let's investigate. Let's dive into the Bible and explore an interesting question. Did Yahuwah call his people the church? Or is the correct term actually ecclesia, meaning the congregation? Let's investigate together. First, we see in Deuteronomy 7:6 that Yahuwah chose Israel as his special people. The scripture says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahuwah thy Elohim." Yahuwah thy Elohim hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Similarly, Deuteronomy 14:2 emphasizes this by calling Israel a peculiar people, set apart above all nations. In Amos 3:1-2, Yahuwah says something profound. "You only have I known of all the families of the earth." Israel is clearly unique in Yahuwah's plan, as his chosen people. In Psalm 147, verses 19-20, it's written that Yahuwah showed his word to Jacob and his statutes to Israel, and no other nation. Israel alone is described as the assembly or congregation of Yahuwah. In Psalm 74, verse 2, Yahuwah's people are explicitly referred to as his congregation. "Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed." Clearly, Israel and Judah are the congregation of Yahuwah. The Old Testament prophesied that Yahuwah would enter into a new covenant with his chosen people, Israel and Judah. Jeremiah 31:31 says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." This prophecy was fulfilled in Matthew 16:18, where Yahusha says, "And I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." But here's the important part. The original Greek word for church in this verse is ecclesia, which means assembly or congregation. Historically, it referred to a gathered people, specifically Yahuwah's chosen congregation, Israel and Judah. In the Septuagint, the Greek word ecclesia is used to translate the Hebrew word qahal, meaning assembly. This highlights that ecclesia is deeply rooted in the idea of Yahuwah's people gathered as a congregation. So, what does this all mean? The Bible consistently identifies Israel and Judah as Yahuwah's chosen people, his congregation. While the term church is used in modern translations, the original word ecclesia points us back to the assembly of Yahuwah's people, Israel. Something to think about. Food for thought by Pastor Derrick. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to reach out. I am Pastor Derrick at gmail.com.